What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Wordcast. Every Monday, we bring you the latest in video game news, talk about survival horror, machinima, and what's going on at the Word. I'm one of your hosts, Shaun Clark. With me today is Jazz Rich.
Yo.
Shayla Hill.
Hello.
And Alyssa Camps.
Hello.
You can find the Wordcast at youtube.com/thewordproductions and on and on Google Play. Let me just lose my voice and die real quick.
Oh no, Shaun caught it.
So apparently there is a 1 in 30 million chance that an asteroid twice the size of the Statue of Liberty will impact the Earth in 2023 and all life will end as we know it.
It's okay, Dennis Quaid will save us. Also
No.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I was going to say Bruce Willis, obviously, duh.
What, Dennis Quaid can come get us once the Earth freezes.
Nobody even knows who that is.
What? Everybody knows who Dennis Quaid is.
Ask 5 people. I bet you 4 of them don't know who it is.
Diz, do you know who Dennis Quaid is?
Nope.
Boom.
Yeah,
Shayla.
I'm fucking done. You know what? I want that asteroid.
So the asteroid is named Asteroid 2018 LF16, which
That's what I was gonna name my baby.
which A is a stupid ass name, and B, why the fuck do we feel so important, so entitled that we have to name shit like this, like as if we own it?
Dude,
I mean, what the fuck?
I name trees and toilets and like
God damn it.
pieces,
Anyway,
like branches.
the odds of this
Oh my
happening
God.
are like super incredibly slim, but there is another asteroid that is estimated to hit the Earth in 2135, and that one has a 1 in 2,700 chance of hitting. So, enjoy your New Year's while they last, people.
Man, like Bruce Willis and Dennis Quaid aren't even gonna be alive anymore at that point.
Exactly, we're fucked.
So future generations are already fucked.
And
but
that,
now
like,
they're more fucked.
That sounds kind of slim, like 1 in 2,700, but
That's pretty
That's-
good, considering
that
all
could
that
happen.
space. Yeah.
yeah, considering the size of space.
Yeah, the ever-expanding
could
size
happen.
of space. Yeah, that's pretty good chance.
But yeah, so we're all going to die. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, yeah. What's up, guys?
Shayla, how was your Christmas? And also, how was your week?
It's been pretty good. I'm still been really busy with work, which has kind of sucked, but otherwise
Did
not
you say
too
pizzy?
bad. Busy.
I just wanted to know what pizzy meant.
Pissy is like when you're pissy
It's like
about being
yeah, it's a pissy, busy week.
It's when you
pissy.
drink too much
Fucking-
pop and your
So
piss is fizzy.
You get pissy.
And I went to see Into the Spider-Verse. So good.
Because Shayla never has
I
time
watched
to
it
see
last
it.
night. I watched it last night. It was so good.
Oh my
God
god,
damn
it's
it.
so good.
Come on, Shaun, get on it.
I
Is
know.
it a universe full of spiders?
Yeah.
It's actually about Batman.
No.
Was that it?
What?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
not you.
Other than work.
Get out of
This
here.
is like, yes, she's done.
Yeah, she's done. Move on.
I thought we were still talking about the movie thing. That's why I said yeah.
Oh my god, Diz, you saw it? Wasn't it amazing?
It was amazing. Oh my
Oh my
god.
God. I want to go see it again one more time.
Here's
Yes.
a reminder for the viewers that Diz is the same person as Alyssa. I don't remember how Shaun introduced you today, but
Oh,
we
yeah,
had
you-
this from last time.
It just
Yeah.
happened like 30 seconds ago. How do you not
Okay,
remember?
listen. You just mentioned asteroids, and now I'm like on edge.
Are you
Oh my
scared?
god.
I'm like, shit, my fucking podcast doesn't plug in space.
Bruce Willis is on my speed dial right now.
Although I just found out
wish.
that they actually have a 3D version, and so now I kind of want to go see it one more time in 3D. Cause
Ooh.
What do you mean?
Why would you pay
now?
money to
So
see a
like
movie in
it came
3D?
out in 2D and then later it was in 3D?
no, like I didn't know that it was a 3D movie. Like I didn't know there was a 3D. Like I didn't know that you could see it in 3D
Oh.
till now.
That's what showtimes are
Oh.
for and the internet.
Shayla,
I
you're gonna spend money on a movie you've already seen
And
just
movie
to see it in
phone.
3D.
Oh, it's so good though,
It's really
and I love the theater experience. I like going seeing movies in the theater.
Okay. Let's take a step back. How was your Christmas?
It's all right. I'd work, so it's all right.
Gross. You had to work on Christmas Day?
No, Christmas Day I played Monster Hunter all day with Jeff.
What the fuck?
No, you
How was your
didn't. I
Christmas
wasn't
Day?
even
I had
here.
to work. You worked on Christmas Day? No.
Well, I played Monster Hunter all day with somebody.
It wasn't me. I wasn't even home.
Oh,
I wasn't even alive.
I was
Oh,
drunk.
that's right. I was doing the Clue Tear-Off with friends. Yeah, that's right.
Wow, with friends, not with Jazz.
Well,
That's
Jazz,
right.
you're-
I was playing with
That
friends.
would be your fucking answer. How was your Christmas? Monster Hunter. What are you playing?
Monster
Hunter.
Clue
How
Tear-Off.
are you doing, Monster Hunter?
That's the weapons for Christmas.
What's for dinner, Monster Hunter? No.
Hey, I would totally eat a Monster Hunter meal. Those things look delicious.
I believe you.
I feel like they eat it way too fast.
There's
then,
a monster. There's like Monster Hunter like restaurants and cafes in like Hong Kong and Japan, and I want
Of
to go
course
so
there is.
bad.
No. I
They-
say.
It's a bunch of cats that feed you.
So your Christmas and your week were the same, Monster Hunter?
Yeah, and I was busy.
And that's also what you're playing. What the fuck? You're ruining everything. Jazz, how
No,
about you?
I played a new game. I played a new game.
Well, we'll save it for that section. God damn it. Jazz, how about you? Did you have a holly jolly holiday event and week?
So and so.
Hold on. I also want to point out that Jazz tried to tell me that Canadian Christmas wasn't on the 25th of December. And she failed.
Can I add on to that?
Oh
that
my god, yeah.
I convinced Jill that it's actually on the 30th, so she thinks tomorrow is Canadian Christmas. And
So tomorrow you're going to get a text or a call. Merry Christmas.
Maybe, but yesterday I was like, I was playing Ark and I was telling her I finally tamed the dinosaur she's wanted, and I'm like, hey, I tamed you a dinosaur for Canadian Christmas, since it's Christmas Eve, and like yesterday wouldn't have been Christmas Eve if the 30th was Christmas, and she still went like, oh cool, I love presents.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I was the one that pointed out, I was like, Jazz, it's the 28th. And she's like, oh my god, and she still believed it.
I feel bad, but I don't, because like if she does message me tomorrow, I'm gonna be like, what are you talking about?
You guys are assholes.
You fool.
But no, yeah, actual Christmas was kind of cool. I went to my mom's and got a whole bunch of cool gifts. I got shelves to put my 600 plus DVDs.
Those shelves are super nice. I'm jealous.
They're awesome, but they were a pain in the ass because the movies got unsorted during the move.
Oh god. Sorting movies and games by like through the alphabet is such a fucking pain in the ass.
No, I love it, and it was my second Christmas.
It sucks.
It was my Canadian
Well,
Christmas.
would you have like thousands of things to fucking go through, and you literally have to sort like each fucking letter of the title to get it alphabetically correct? It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, but it was fun.
And it reminds
love
me of
it.
working at GameStop, which is double garbage.
GameStop.
I remember when the first time we roomed together and you made fun of me because I used to categorize my video games by like the developer, and he's like, what the fuck is with the order of these games? And I was like, it's by developer. He's like, that's so stupid.
I would never say such a thing.
I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But I
You
liked
would, though.
doing it. I liked doing it by the developer because this is such a stupid reason, but it's because the Japanese Capcom games have these cool little like spines that match. And so like I started by just like lining up all the Capcom games, and like then I was like, oh, I might as well just line all the other ones up that way because then I can have like stuff together. I don't know. It was stupid. Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do, because like the way that you really should organize it is either by like full alphabet throughout all the different platforms, or by platform. And no matter how you do it, it's fucked. Because like some games aren't on other systems, and like it's just like if you want all the Resident Evils together and you put them together cross-platform, it looks weird because it's like one game's going to be green and one's going to be blue and one's going to be red, and it looks all
that's how I
fucked
do
up.
it.
And
Yeah,
then you
I was
have,
just
like,
about to say.
collector's editions that don't even fucking fit in there. It's a fucking mess. So like I just do it by platform, so it's all color coded, and then I do all my collector's editions together also by platform because it looks the cleanest. But no matter
I
how
was
you
about-
do it, it's fucked.
I was about to tell you you'd have a fucking aneurysm looking at my shelf 'cause in chronicle order.
Oh,
So
God.
it doesn't matter which fucking... Is it chronicle or chronological?
Chronological.
That. And so there's like a book that's entirely in Japanese, shitloads of games that don't match, and on top of it, there's like the one little N64 cartridge and the two like 3DS games.
Oh my
Because they
god, my
don't
brain.
fit. And the shelf above that has like an external drive, and then like the books. That's pretty much it.
There's just like a fucking random Blu-ray in the middle of the games. A fucking Game Boy Advance cartridge.
There's no Blu-ray.
I have it to like series, like I have all my Resident Evil together, like how you were saying. But then after I have all the series together, I have just like the random ones, like of the same system, like at the bottom, at the end.
See, like that's how I want it ideally, is to be just like all alphabetical, because that way you do have like all your games, like your series together. Well, even that's fucked up, because some games that fit into a series have a different title, so if you do it alphabetically, they're fucking separated anyway.
Yeah.
But even it drives me insane. I hate it. Fuck it. Burn it all to the ground.
You know what's extra annoying about my collection though is like up until they fixed it for like PS2, but like everything before PS2, the Japanese and the American like cases aren't the same. So like GameCube, Japanese and American games are completely different, so you can't really like, so basically I have to do like, and like PS1, like all the cases in Japan are like way different, so like I have to like decide like, okay, am I gonna do like all my Japanese ones and then do all the American ones, because like if I mix them together then they look ridiculous, like the GameCube or like American Saturn are those giant huge ass boxes, but then the Japanese Saturn games are like regular jewel cases, so they look really weird if you try to put them together, so you kind of have to like it's just stupid.
It's really weird, like from the company's perspective when they're doing this shit for marketing and stuff like that, like how does that even happen? Like how does it turn from one case that works perfectly fine into a completely fucking different package? Isn't that just a waste of time and resources and money? Like, what the fuck?
Especially since the Japanese GameCube cases are so cute.
I know, they make sense too. Why do you need a big ass case for that tiny disc?
For a tiny ass disc, yeah.
Yeah, the only games that I have that are Japanese for the GameCube obviously are Resident Evil, but like when I got my first game and I saw that, I was like, what the fuck? What is happening?
You're like, there's gonna be so much stuff in this. Oh.
Yeah, I was expecting a sandwich, but it wasn't there.
Oh my god.
I was told there was a sandwich.
It was a Resident Evil sandwich with
I thought it was dill, but with a typo.
And what?
And what's extra stupid is the Japanese cases even still have room for the memory card. Like, because you could maybe argue like, oh, well, the American ones had space for a memory card, but the Japanese ones, even with the little tiny case, still have space for like to put a memory card in there.
Yeah. Well, you could put like 10 memory cards in there if you just put them in there loose.
Open up a GameCube case and just like
just fucking pours out memory cards.
That's my memory card case. That's how I carry.
We need to keep going. I'm just going to put this out there right now. This is going to be a longer podcast. I can feel it.
Then we
it's
run
a special Christmas, New Year's podcast event spectacular. There you go.
Yay!
Yay!
All right, what else you got, Jess?
Like for Christmas?
Just in general, how was your week / Christmas? I think you covered Christmas, so anything else
I think
in the week?
the best part of Christmas is, you know, those pop figures?
Soda pop figures?
Those pop figures. My sister found me a John McClane because it's the 30th anniversary of Die Hard, so they came out with them.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I didn't even know they existed. Apparently she looked them up last Christmas, but they didn't have them, like they didn't make them. And this year she randomly came across it, and she was like, oh shit, so she got them.
That's super awesome.
Yeah, I'm so happy. But other than that, yeah, this week was cool. It was really, I was trying to be lazy, but like every day I had to do something, so.
Did it snow?
Yeah, like all the time.
Great. Keep it over there. It snowed like very little, like once, and that's all I need.
I don't understand. Like I thought Colorado was all snow. I wanted to go there because
Colorado
of that.
Colorado is fucking weird. Like sometimes it'll snow. No, it is. It's such a fucking weird place. It can be like fucking 90 degrees one day, and the next day it'll be fucking snowing.
Can I tell a story about when I first moved to
No.
Colorado? Oh my God.
Right.
Seriously, this was crazy. I had to drive someone, like I think I drove your brother to work in the morning. And it was like really, really fucking early in the morning. And I drove him to work in a goddamn snowstorm. And I drove back home, went to sleep, and woke back up at like noon. And it was 70 degrees and not a drop of snow outside. I was like, is this the same day? Did I sleep too long?
Same thing happens to me too. It's like I'll start from like one fucking like I'll start from like Lakewood and it'll be fucking freezing and windy and fucking mist everywhere, and then I'll drive to like Thornton, which is like maybe 30-40 minutes away, and it'll be fucking clear skies, it'll be sunshiny. It's fucking weird.
Sounds like Iowa.
And like you never know, sometimes you'll have a winter where it fucking snows every day and it's terrible, or we'll see a season like a winter where there's absolutely no snow. It's fucking weird and I don't like it. Snow, fuck off. No.
On Christmas
Go to Canada,
it was like
where you belong.
It was like 50 to 60
Stay
degrees
in the
here.
mountains where
And then
people
it
ski.
snowed the next day and I was
like
like,
it.
what the fuck?
I don't want it.
I'm a giraffe.
Well, and yeah, what about you, Diz? How was your Christmas and your week?
Chris week.
It was
Alyssa, Diz, same person,
it was
for the record.
Billy Bo.
Same person. Hi.
You did this, Jazz. You're fucking me up.
It's
Wow.
it was nothing special. Like all around, it was just regular week. Besides being sick, it was just regular. Nothing.
It was just
That
it
is
was just
regular.
regular awful.
Being sick,
Regular
being sick is regular for you.
That's true. That's true.
It was the worst week of my life, so it was normal.
Pretty normal for me, guys.
This is that meme, like, I'm not always sick, but when I'm sick, it's all the time.
there's always something wrong and I hate it. Like before the podcast started, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna mute myself if I start to cough because I still got a lot of crap there. So I muted myself and now I can hear my voice freaking out. I'm like, stop.
So your voice is just gonna slowly deteriorate over the course of the podcast.
Pretty much. You might get to hear your favorite voice, Shaun.
Yes. It'll be
Is it silence?
End of podcast. It'll be an end of podcast treat.
Yeah.
Cool. So how was did you do anything good for Christmas?
My grandma came over. That was pretty much it. Oh, we started a fire.
Why did you lead off with that?
Yeah, why wasn't that at the top?
What the? My grandma came over and we started a fire.
My grandma came over and we started a fire. It was great.
Yeah.
Grandma started the fire.
We finally used our fireplace. We lived here for like almost 3 years. And I've always wanted a house with a fireplace, and we just now used it. And
That's a noob fire.
I know.
Yeah, you made it sound all like fucking awesome and dramatic.
Throw a light or a fucking match in the bed
Christmas tree
sheets
was
like
on fire, and like fucking you were
Right?
throwing people you don't like into the fire, like chaos.
Get in there, Jacob.
Whoa!
Wow, he might
Naming
hear
names.
this.
That's my brother.
That
by
shit's
the
on
way.
the internet forever.
That's fine.
Perfect.
I'm gonna send him the link just so he hears it. I'll be like, tag the fucking time too. I'll be like, hey, she wants to throw you in a fire.
At
Like, yeah.
17 minutes in.
He should be used to it because, like, back when we used to hang out in chats all the time, it kind of became like a meme to tell Jacob to fuck off. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
and it was just like Jacob would come in the room and people would be like, "Fuck off, Jacob!"
My favorite's when me and Diz were playing games and all you'd hear he was playing a game too, and all you'd hear from like the other room was like, ah! And you're like, what the fuck? And she's like, Jacob's
he's loud.
fucking weird.
He's really loud. Like, I'm loud, but he's loud.
Be funny if you're just like playing games and in the background you hear somebody else yell, "Fuck off, Jacob!"
Oh, I've got bloopers that she sent me for BTTF. And
Oh my god.
It's just like she's like saying her line and she's like, I don't want to shoot a gun. Jacob, shut the fuck up! Like, it's so great.
Because he was in the room while I was doing my lines, and he just starts laughing, and I'm like, shut up! Stop!
I still have those. I'm keeping them for life.
I still have them too.
Well, of course.
I have a new computer, shit.
How was your week, Shaun?
Christmas was nice. Got together with the family.
I didn't ask for Christmas.
And fuck off. You're gonna get it anyways. There's a format here. God damn it. Christmas was nice. Got together with the family, ate some turkey, and my mom's homemade green beans, which is my favorite. And there was other stuff too. There was other food than green beans and turkey. But those were the good parts. Well, wait. That made everything sound bad. It was a good meal. Great. It was great.
It was a good.
It was, yeah.
Was there onions and everything, Shaun?
There was no onions, so I'm still alive. So that's good.
What?
No,
Onions are gross.
Oh my god.
Mushrooms.
I have one
That's
other
my
fucking
kryptonite.
funny. Oh my god. So Shaun hates onions. I hate onions too, by the way. But Shaun hates onions, and his brother invited him over for his birthday, and did burgers on the grill and a big oh, this would be awesome. And his brother put fucking onions in the burger, which apparently he never does. So he thought he was trying to do something special and cool and made burgers, and Shaun takes a bite out of it, and he's like, he doesn't say anything because that's just how Shaun is. And I take a bite out of it, and I'm like, is there onions in this? He's like, yeah, it's something different. And I was like, Shaun hates onions. And we look over, and Shaun's eating half of the burger.
I'm just a corpse on the ground
he was
twitching.
just didn't want to be a jerk on his birthday and be like, yeah, I hate this.
That's what ketchup is for. Hide the taste of shit you don't like.
You can't hide the taste of onion. It's too powerful.
No, you really
it can't be stopped.
Really. Oh my god, no.
I hate onions.
Man, we didn't even get turkey and onions. We had no turkey. All we had was stuffing.
All you ate was stuffing?
I mean, the only Christmas thing we had, because we did
That's still weird.
I don't know what it's called in English, but it's we have hot plates and we all put our food on it and then make little, it's a French thing, so there's no English word for it, but basically hot plate food. It's a make your own.
We don't tolerate racism on this show.
I tolerate everything.
So
that's what Canada's about.
And we watched White Christmas, which is the first time I've actually ever seen that movie. And
that's racism.
Considering the title, there isn't much snow in that movie or Christmas.
Misleading.
So it's kind of weird. White Christmas doesn't really have much of either. What the fuck?
What?
And isn't
Maybe it was
it
just white people.
beloved fucking Christmas classic or whatever?
I've never heard of it.
It was fine, but
0 out of 10.
What's going on?
There's
0
not
out of
enough
10.
Christmas.
-4.
I've never heard of it.
Plus,
Dennis
there's
Quaid in it.
racism in that. Okay. What if I want a black Christmas? You don't know.
We watched Christmas Chronicles, and I thought it was going to be a lot funnier than it was.
Yeah, we watched that too, but everybody was talking through it. It seemed okay. It seemed really kiddie.
Cheesy. Yeah. I thought Kurt Russell as Santa is going to be hilarious.
I knew that was a mistake, and I was right.
No, it was actually pretty funny, but like you said, it was kiddish. It was kiddie.
Spoiler alert, he fucking sings a song in jail.
The blues.
What the fuck? I don't like the
blues.
blues.
No, that part made me laugh. He just basically gave a bunch of junkies things to sell for drugs. It's great. Santa's amazing.
If 10 years ago you told me that fucking Kurt Russell was going to be dressed up as Santa Claus, not even dressed up as Santa Claus, was going to be Santa Claus singing the blues in a fucking prison cell, I'd tell you to get fucked.
Okay, well, here we are. You know what? You wouldn't be this angry if Santa Claus had been played by a woman. So.
Oh my god.
Well, you're right, because I wouldn't be allowed to.
In 10 years from now, that's what's going to be, except it'll actually be in prison. It won't.
It's true. It's fucking true. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's not go back there.
Other than Christmas, I started Berserk, The Second Coming. That's what I'm calling it. Because bullshit. I'm getting real tired of new versions of things, like remakes, reboots, and sequels that are being titled the exact same fucking thing as the original. Resident Evil 2 is the exception. Shut up. No, wait, not even that. It's bullshit.
You can't pick and choose.
But yeah, so I started that. I watched the first episode, and like it's really amazing to finally see more Berserk in anime form. It's been like, what, 20... I think it's actually been 20 years since the original came out. I mean, fuck. Been waiting forever for a damn season 2. And I mean, this isn't technically a season 2, but it's close enough. But like the animation is sort of shitty. It's kind of like a shitty cell shaded thing, which is
you didn't
really,
know?
No, I didn't. I heard complaints about the artwork, but I didn't know it was like a cell shaded thing. I fucking hated that when that shit was new and popular, and they're still using that outdated garbage. Why?
It's actually really sad because how bad Berserk that particular CG anime is actually like a really overdone meme. Like, I mean, it's like people just like, when you talk about bad CG now, like it's like Berserk is what like comes up. Like people like use that as the example of like it's like anime CG is a bad idea. Like people the Berserk anime.
The thing is though, like it's the style. They probably chose that style because it probably is cheaper to do and it's less detailed, so they could probably put it together quicker. But like it's just part of that style. Like I don't think you could take that style and make it look better than it looks like in Berserk. But the problem is, I mean, that is the problem. That style is just really
actually
undetailed.
If done well, and sometimes it depends on the source or like what the source material is. But there was a recent anime release called Hoseki no Kuni, or also known as Land of the Lustrous.
Bless you.
And it's beautiful. It's like basically like using CG anime as a like medium and like done right, like utilizing why CG like CG.
You're just talking about CG and anime though. I'm talking about cell shading, which is clearly what Berserk is using.
Mm-hmm.
So
you mean just kind of
like there's CG and then there's like cell shading, which is a form of CG, but it's a really old, outdated version of CG that's like I think it's basically kind of like how they were trying to turn like 3D into animation, like anime style, like cartoon 3D, you know what I mean? Like still trying to make it look like it's a cartoon, but also making it 3D CG. And that's kind of what they got. And at the time, it was fine. Like like I said, I never really liked that style to begin with. But it's a stylistic choice, and that's what they went with. And it's limited, and that's the problem. They should have just either made it like really pretty traditional anime art, or they should have gone a different kind of a CG route with it, because it's fucking Berserk. Berserk is a huge property, and it deserves like good animation.
It does, but the problem is as far as Japan's concerned, it's still actually very niche. So it's like
Berserk?
One of those things. Yeah, like
What?
Actually, Berserk has more. If to be honest, I feel like Berserk probably has more, of more support in America than even in Japan. Like, not to say that Japan doesn't support it.
I don't believe you.
Like, well, did you know that Netflix is talking with the guy who did Castlevania to make a Berserk anime?
The same guy that's doing Devil May Cry too?
I believe. I guess, is he doing a Devil May? I knew he's.
Yeah,
we talked about it on the podcast. I'm pretty sure you were there.
Okay.
But
well,
wow, that's weird. I mean, that's amazing. I hope that's true. It sucks that it's only going to be like 1.5 episodes long, but still, that'll be cool to see.
No, they're talking about making like a series.
Well, I know, but Castlevania is a quote-unquote series, but it's also fucking 4 episodes.
Yeah.
So, if you want to call that a series, go ahead. I call that a movie.
But then the second season was like a full-length season.
No, that was 6 episodes, wasn't it?
I think so.
No, I'm pretty sure it was 12.
I don't know for sure, so I'll believe you. I'm hesitant, but I'll believe you. But anyway, yeah, so I mean, it's kind of disappointing so far, but I'm still enjoying it because I've missed Berserk. The bigger issue for me is the voiceover cast. Like, it's not a bad cast, but compared to the original cast, which was amazing, like the guy that did Guts was so good. I was really hoping that they would have got those people back to do this one, and they didn't. And I mean, they're fine, but it's just not what I was hoping for. But I'm still hyped about it, and like I said, I'm only 1 episode in, but it's good. I'm glad it's there.
Hi.
Just wish it was a little bit better. Hype! Hype!
Hype! Hype!
So now it's time for the limited run games plug. So on January 1st, Celeste Collector's Editions on PS4 and Switch.
Oh my god.
Going to be fucking amazing. So it comes with a steelbook. It comes with the soundtrack on cassette tape, which is amazing. A digital download, a poster, stickers, a patch, a postcard, and a cute strawberry plushie. And a motherfucking strawberry pie recipe. Don't miss out. It's going to be great. But no, seriously, like, this is probably one of the bigger collector's editions that they've ever done. Like, we talked about it before. Celeste was nominated for Game of the Year, so it's like, it's a really well-known, really highly praised game that was previously only available through download only, which pissed me off. But now there's a physical version and a collector's edition, so I'm hyped.
I don't even know what
Can't
that
wait.
game is.
Wow. Wow. It's like a, do you know what Super Meat Boy is?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. It's like a really punishing, super difficult 2D side-scrolling platformer. But it's like, the story's
Are you
supposed...
talking
Huh?
about Ghosts and Goblins one?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. This one... No, this one's like, it's supposed to have like a narrative around... Why am I losing my voice all of a sudden? It's supposed to have a narrative around... Yeah, you did this, Alyssa. Diz, how could you? But no, it's supposed to have a narrative around like mental health issues and stuff like that. Like, I think
that's interesting.
Yeah, I think you're actually like, the antagonist is actually like a dark version of yourself. So you're like facing yourself, and I think it has to do with like depression and self-doubt and stuff like that. I'm not 100%
I feel like
sure.
I feel like this game is attacking me personally.
No, it's supposed to be like a really big deal and a really, really cool idea. So yeah, buy it on physical January 1st, because digital is garbage. Don't support it. But that doesn't mean you should ignore great games, especially when they come out on disc. Okay, so let's get into what we've been playing this week. Jazz, why don't you start us off?
I've been playing Monster Hunter.
God damn it. What else? Ark? Great.
No, you know what? I went to my mom's on Christmas morning, and I was basically there for like 2 days, so I haven't really played much of anything. I could piss you off and tell you I've been playing cell phone games,
God damn it.
but I don't really want to get into that again. So I've just been watching Netflix. I've started rewatching stuff.
So, if you want to play cell phone games, like,
I said I didn't want to get into this.
At work, when you're traveling, even like sometimes I play cell phone games every once in a while when I'm like fucking playing Street Fighter and I have to wait in between like finding matches. Like, it's got to wait to find somebody and connect with them, and then it's got to load. So like there's a lot of downtime. So I can play a cell phone game while I'm playing a real game. That is okay. But when I ask what you're playing and all you're playing is shitty cell phone games, get fucked.
Wow, don't attack Shayla like that.
No, I'm not even. I'm just saying in general.
Did you watch and listen to that new single from Darasuit?
Is that the thing you linked me to?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it and it was good.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was
It
fine.
doesn't even look like a cell phone game.
It doesn't. Neither did Puzzle
Awesome.
Fighter. All right, let's not get back into that. Continue. Jazz. Or was that it?
I don't remember.
So you were playing Monster Hunter, you were playing Ark.
Oh, I've been no, I've actually, like, from the time that I was here, I've been playing sometimes always Monster Hunter.
So sometimes always Ark Hunter.
Sometimes.
Monsters.
I know, actually today was like the most Ark, actually yesterday too, but I've been on mostly sometimes always Monsters.
Are you still being a horrible human being?
Yeah. I'm still waiting for my bus so I can leave the town where the kid drowned.
Jesus.
I don't want to help him. I tried to fish him out, but I don't know how to fish, so I was like, alright, I guess I'll leave.
I would help you, but I don't know how, so bye.
Well, I got a job at a warehouse, and I was like, oh, thanks, because that's my actual job.
I'm telling you, that game, it knows the player. It feeds off the player. It's terrible.
It feeds off your fears.
Yeah. It takes the most mundane things from your life and puts them into a video game and makes you hate yourself.
I mean, it doesn't have to do much.
Damn.
But as long as it does that.
I already went into it hating myself. I just felt even worse.
Oh my god.
No, I went into it gay, and then I had to come back.
Whoa.
I was like, I don't understand this game, but I'm starting over. No offense, Shayla.
Whoa. What? What?
Well, because it was me and Shayla.
I have questions, but let's keep going. So that was it for you. What was the cell phone game you were playing? Did you say Candy Crush?
No,
Crush?
I hate those games. I'm colorblind, so those games really frustrate me.
Good. Well, not good that you're colorblind, but good that you're not playing that.
Why I'm not racist. No, I have this really stupid game, but I've been I have Minesweeper, and I've been playing Tomb Raider as well.
God damn it.
Like I have the first Tomb Raider, and the controls piss me off, but it's really funny because I'm like sitting in the fucking lunchroom at work, then like hitting my phone, and people are like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Killing a fucking T-Rex," and they're like, "Oh, okay, bye." Strange person. I'm
just gonna walk away. Is that it? Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it for now.
For now.
This
is your only chance on this episode, so.
Wow. Okay. No, that's it.
Okay.
I'm done.
Do not miss your chance to blow. Okay.
Oh my god! Stop.
They're not. Can I just tell you guys something really stupid?
Sure.
I was texting my roommate while you guys were talking about anime, like pictures of people drinking beer, and she brought me in a beer. She just like walked me a beer. Wow. And it's so cold in Canada.
Real professional.
That my beer is full of slushy.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I'm glad I'm not there. Fuck! I'd be dead.
It's because I keep it on the balcony, and apparently it's cold enough today that my beer is freezing.
Oh.
Yeah,
nice.
It's cold enough here too that I'll have like a soda just sitting on my desk by the computer, and when I open it, it's cold like I just took it out of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
It's terrible. So what about you, Liz? What have you been playing?
I've actually just been kind of resting and working because I'm dying.
Are you resting right now? Like, are we keeping you up?
No, I'm good. I just haven't had a whole lot of time recently to play anything. I mean, last week I started Spyro. I started it.
It's Spyro.
Anything else?
Ugh. Wait. Let me clarify. Spyro, great game. Spyro, great game. The remake looks great. Everything else, fuck it. The way that they released that is garbage. I feel more insulted that they fucking put out a disc that wasn't even a real fucking game. Fuck that game. They should have just made it digital. I would have moved on with my life. They didn't have to slap me in the face. Fuck you. Who makes that game? Whoever you are, fuck you.
Don't fuck that game. That's not what the USB port is.
Crystal Dynamics, I think. Oh. Maybe. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. Whoever it is, get fucked.
Oh.
No.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I don't mean to shit on your game.
No, you're fine. Well, because I remember Spyro when I was younger, but I don't think I actually played it myself. Yeah. So this is kind of like a weird. Oh, I've seen it before, but I've never done it myself, and I don't know. It's pretty forgettable to me. Like. Oh
wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
well, I mean, I feel like that's one of those things where it is pretty much like a nostalgia kind of thing, where like if you played it back in the day, all the improvements that they made make it an amazing game to that audience. But if you miss that thing, bandwagon, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a phrase, there's a saying. You missed insert thing.
Yeah,
help me out.
Oh, whoa.
You missed the bus, whatever.
Yeah,
you missed the Spyro bus. Like if you miss that bus and then you try to catch
you're
that
right
bus
on the bandwagon.
Later, you're fucked because like it's just mechanically it's still the same game, which is a dated gameplay mechanic. So like it's not going to be good to a new audience for the most part. So it makes sense. I feel the same thing for Crash Bandicoot because that one I did play, and it's essentially the exact same game as the original, but they updated the graphics and did a couple quality of life improvements. So, like, if you didn't play it back in the day and you jumped into it today, it's going to feel really clunky. So it makes sense.
That's how I feel with, like, because I haven't got the Crash one yet, and, like, I started playing Crash and Spyro when they came to the GameCube. So I missed, like, the first games because I was younger. I was like 3, maybe.
Whoa.
I was a baby. I was little.
Baby.
So I remember seeing them, but I never actually participated in playing the originals. So I have the first Crash game, but shit's fucking hard.
Yeah, Crash is hard as hell.
Oh, shit's fucking hard.
Cool.
But yeah, it looks nice, but everything else is pretty forgettable.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Well, good. That's what you get, fucking whoever you are that made that game. Anything else?
Nope.
Just Spyro? You liar. You are a liar. I know that you've been playing Ark. What else are you holding back? Huh?
Today was the first day that I played Ark in a while.
She had like 20 updates
Today counts.
Yeah.
Today counts.
Okay, fine. I played Ark
today. Is
today.
part of your week.
Fine. I played Ark for like 20 minutes today.
Boom. There you go.
And
there
then,
it is.
well, I guess I bought this game on Steam. It's called The Isle. It's another dinosaur game, but I haven't really played it. I tested out like the controls and stuff, but I haven't played it. So.
Are you just like on a dinosaur kick?
I love dinosaurs. I fucking love dinosaurs. Growing up, I love lizards. I love dinosaurs. I like all that cool, creepy shit.
What about lizard dinosaurs?
Fuck
Same
yeah!
The fuck?
I used to actually have pet lizards.
I used to have pet dinosaurs.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, I know.
How about you, Shayla? What have you been playing?
Okay, so I actually...
Tread lightly here. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
So one of my friends started playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night for the first time.
Oh, nice.
So I wanted to, I literally only played it for 5 minutes, but I just played that for a little bit because I realized I have that game so many different times.
I know,
think
me
it would
too.
be fun. I think it would be fun to play it and kind of do comparisons because all of them are sort of different, even down to I was sort of upset because the one I popped in for a minute was the PSP one, and it's actually redone. He doesn't do the "what is a man but miserable." It doesn't have that.
Oh, so it's garbage.
The 360 one that I have downloaded.
No Chris Redfield in my fucking Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
That
no, thank you.
Still good. If you bought the 360 download one, then that one's still good. That one has the original. And then, of course, I have the PlayStation one, and so I want to play all of them. But yeah, I played a little bit of Symphony of the Night. I think I'm going to beat the PSP one first. Rebeat. I haven't played it a billion times. And then I played Ark for the first time, which is pretty fun.
Told
it's
you.
Minecraft with dinosaurs. And, of course, Monster Hunter.
Of course. I was waiting for it.
Well, there's
a fish right in.
There's 2 new events. One of them's an Assassin's Creed layered armor, and the other one is the Clue Tear-Off, which is
nice.
Worth lots of money and really cool weapons.
So it's a new... I thought it was Colve Tear-Off.
Sorry. Whatever.
I mean, you should know better than me. That's just how I remember it. So you could be right, but I just remember it being that way.
No, I'm really bad at figuring out how to pronounce, made-up words.
So, well, I guess it's better made-up words than real ones. So is that an updated version of that fight, or is it just,
yes.
back? Because I know it comes and goes.
It's updated. It's an art. It's in one of the art versions, and it has new iridescent weapons, which are rarity 8, even more crazy versions of pre-existing weapons with iridescent shine on it, and they have interesting abilities and more. Usually they have more augmentation slots.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's funny too. I think I own Castlevania Symphony of the Night 3, maybe 4 times, and I haven't played it once.
What? Ever?
Yeah, ever. Isn't that sad?
What? Oh my god. Yeah, I have so. Oh my god.
I really hope that when I go back to, or not go back to it, but when I finally get to play it, that I'm not like, ugh, because it's so dated. I don't think so. I think Metroidvania games, like, they're kind of timeless.
Yeah, because pixel art is gorgeous. I mean, like, you can't. People are making games now with pixels because it's.
There's some pretty ugly pixel art shit on PlayStation 1.
Like, no, but when it's like, I mean, I don't know. It still looks nice. It's still very, in my opinion, I still enjoy the game quite a bit. So I don't know.
I'm sure I'll like it. I'm not too worried about it.
I have like so many versions of that game. Ridiculous. I keep forgetting. I saw that they were going to release it on PS4, and I was like, do I need to buy this game again? I don't think so. Unless they do like a physical copy, I'm not.
And then one day you'll
PS4,
have... Oh shit, you must have been cutting out.
Oh, my bad. I was just saying, I think the PS4 version is the PSP version, which means it's not going to have the what is man?
The best
line.
part.
It's not the best part.
Okay, one of the best parts. But
right.
Soon you'll have another copy of it too when Bloodstain comes out, because it's the same fucking thing.
Oh, right.
You supported that, right? The Kickstarter?
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I missed out, unfortunately. But yeah, so I have been playing some stuff, and I'm talking over you. What's up?
I'm sorry. I was just saying. I really hope that game is good and not like what Mighty Number 9 was.
Oh,
I hope
Jesus.
it's good.
Don't even say that name, please.
I know.
Please.
Bloodstained to be good so bad, but I was happy with Castlevania HD.
I love Bloodstains.
Don't we all? Especially when they're involved in a ritual of the night. You know what I mean?
Ew.
But I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I was just getting into what I've been playing. So I platinumed Call of Duty World War II, which was a fucking ordeal. I finally got that zombies Easter egg done on solo. It took me nearly 4 hours straight to run it by myself. But I did that shit. And I'm proud of it, goddammit. It was hard.
Proud of you.
And I've been platinuming a lot of games lately. In the last few weeks, I platinumed Call of Duty World War II, Persona Dancing All Night, Star Night, and Moonlight. So I platinumed 3 Persona games. So that's 4 games in the span of like 2 weeks. That's awesome. I'm proud of that. And then I was going to platinum Bendy in the Ink Machine, but I lost like 2 hours of playtime, so I just said, fuck it. I'm not going through that shit again. And 2 hours of playtime, like when you know what you're doing, is like half that game. So like I lost a shitload of progress. So one day. Not soon. Probably never. But we can pretend. And then, yeah, I need to go back to sometimes Always Monsters or Always Sometimes Monsters. I don't know what the name of that game
Monsters
is. It's one of the two.
Always.
Monsters, Always, Sometimes, whatever. Fuck it. I need to go back to that. And then this week I'll probably start Detroit Become Human. Hype.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play that.
Be a dick.
I'm tempted, but like the first playthrough I have to be good.
No. You have to be a dick.
You're a bad influence.
No, I'm a dick.
Which, isn't that what I said?
No, because if you become a dick, then I'm not influencing you. You're just releasing your inner dick.
Wow.
I should just go quiet now forever.
Oh my god. You heard it here, everybody. Release your inner dick.
It's the name of the podcast.
Oh god.
Please be respectful in public. Please.
PG-13.
All
Just
right.
wait till I get down there. It's gonna be great.
It's time for some news. Streets of Rage 4 finally gets screenshots and a GIF.
What is that?
That's right. No GIF. What the fuck did you just say?
What's a GIF?
Oh, okay.
Just kidding. No, I don't know what the game is.
You don't know what's...
No, but please tell me.
Actually, I think you'd really like it, Jazz.
Let me just
really
quickly
fun.
remove Jazz from this call.
No,
Bye. Racism.
It's a really awesome game, Jazz. I think you'd like it. It's a side-scrolling beat 'em up with like really good music.
Yeah, and it goes up and down. He's talked about it before. I was just being a dick.
Ow!
Damn it.
Your inner dick.
Why do you do this to me?
Releasing
Stop
my
pulling
inner
out your inner dick, okay?
Whoa, I never said pull out. I said release. You're just making this gross now. Go on.
Okay, so
Getting a
like I was
GIF,
saying,
getting a
so we got a GIF, not a gameplay trailer, a fucking GIF. That's weird.
Well, it's
Like,
Christmas.
Traditionally, traditionally we get release trailers and screenshots, but now we're doing GIFs. GIF, GIF, not GIFTS.
Well, that's what I thought you said at first, but then you said it again, and I thought you were saying gift, so I was like, well, now I'm a fucking idiot.
Like GIF fucked. But
Wow.
but the game looks fucking
Dick.
amazing. It keeps the old school side-scrolling style that you'd expect from Streets of Rage, if you know what Streets of Rage is. But it updates
Yeah,
the graphics and the art like, to a really high level. It looks really, really good. I can't wait for this. And it's been a fucking long time coming. Streets of Rage 3 came out in 1994, for reference.
Oh God.
So yeah, Streets of Rage 3 in 94, Streets of Rage 4 in 2019. What the fuck?
My most pressing question though is Yuzo Koshiro doing the soundtrack.
I think they did say something about the soundtrack, and I don't remember what it was. Since they commented about the soundtrack, I'm assuming that they've got him back, but I'm not sure.
I would, otherwise, I'm skeptical.
Well, I mean, come on. You can't make or break a game based on the soundtrack unless it's a fucking rhythm game. Like, that would suck if it has a shitty soundtrack, like, say, Resident Evil Director's Cut. But,
Wow.
like, that would suck, but it can still be a really good game, so hype.
And go play the original Streets of Rage games if you haven't, because they're amazing.
Hell yeah.
I thought it was called
Get
Street
ready.
Fighter.
I'm on Steam or whatever. Please go get them. They're good.
It's called Fighting Street, okay?
Oh,
Fight.
sorry.
No.
Welcome to Fight Street.
It's called Capcom Super Controller Breaker.
Oh.
I hate that game.
5.
5. So, second item that we have for news is a new survival horror game called Last Year, The Nightmare. Amazing title.
Last Year, The Nightmare.
Last Year, The Nightmare. Amazing. Well done. Good job. But that releases... Did you clap?
I was clapping.
That's funny
Nerd.
because I almost did a golf clap, but I'm like, it's probably just going to fuck up in the microphone, and then you did it, so good job. You and me, same brain.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so that game releases on Discord exclusively for the first 90 days. Last Year is an asymmetric horror game, much like Friday the 13th and Dead by Daylight. One player plays as an overpowered killer, while a group of class-based high school students tackle objective-based tasks to survive each 16-minute round. It has kind of like an obscure vibe. The game, not an unknown thing. Obscure the game. Stylistically, to be clear. But the killer's powers look pretty cool. You can kind of teleport around the map, kind of like you can in Friday the 13th. You can set traps and stuff. The powers look pretty cool. It looks like it's a little bit deeper than what they tried to do in Dead by Daylight, so it looks good. My only problem is it's digital only, and it's a games as service, kind of. I mean, I don't know that they're going to be I'm assuming they'll do like downloadable characters as they go forward, just like every other game like this does. But I mean, since it's a multiplayer focused thing and there's no story, I consider that pretty much games as service, because like you can't just beat it and be done with it. They built that game for you to keep going back to it, and they're going to release content to support it. So it's a games as service, and I don't fucking like that. So there. So hopefully one day they bring it to disc. They probably won't, but I'll probably never play it. But it looks cool. If you buy digital games, might be worth looking into. We don't get a whole shit ton of like survival horror games anymore, so there's one. Enjoy.
Good.
Next bit of news, James Wan is no longer involved in the Resident Evil movie reboot. So that's going to be garbage. Who? James Wan.
Who's that?
He directed the
Has
first Saw movie, and I think some of the
Oh,
Fast
okay,
and
some piece
Furious.
of crap. That's what. Okay.
Wow, that
of
is a good
garbage.
movie.
Saw?
I didn't say Jigsaw. I said Saw.
Yeah.
You didn't like Saw?
My cousin made me watch it, saying like, "You call what happens in every movie, so let's watch this one. You'll never guess." And it's that guy. Straight up, like right at the beginning.
Wow. But I mean that I was gonna call it a show, but that movie series has like no hope of being good. And now that they lost a potentially good director, it's fucked. And plus, right out the gate, they're already having fucking development issues. Great. Good job.
They didn't. I saw that coming.
I mean, I saw it coming too, but oh, god damn it. I went right into that too.
You just went with it, like whatever.
But no, seriously, I did kind of see that coming. Like, I knew it was going to be a fucking garbage truck on fire, but it's Resident Evil. I want it to be good.
It's not gonna be though, because
You're right, but
Resident Evil in movies is just not a thing.
they should have gone with George Romero's script. Everything would have been fine.
Honestly, if they cast it better, it might be good.
No, you're wrong.
That was their first mistake last time, was
You're
putting
wrong.
shit
But
actors
it
as
would have
people.
it would have been so bad that it would have only been one movie.
They're like, here, let us make up for the series for Jazz by putting this version of Jill, played by some 40-something-year-old girl.
God damn it.
Nope, trash. Nope, take it out.
Take it out. Fucking shoot it right in the face. Shoot
Oh my
it in the
God.
dick.
Shoot it in the dick.
Next thing we got, Daymare 1998 gets a release window. Another amazing title, Daymare
Daymare.
1998. I think we're running out of fucking names. It's getting bad.
Next year,
It's getting out of
Daymare. Last year, Nightmare.
control. But according to the developer Invader Studios, Daymare will launch sometime in Q2 in 2019, which is kind of surprising because they seemed like they were way far off from any kind of a release date. So, and that's kind of right around the corner, so that's cool. If you didn't know, Invader Studios is the team that was originally working on the fan remake of Resident Evil 2. The studio was respectfully asked to stop work on that project when Capcom announced the official remake. But I think Capcom actually sat down with them and like took ideas from them as to like kind of what they wanted to see in the remake. So that's kind of cool of them to do that, and I'll be interested to see kind of what came out of that, if anything. Probably nothing. They probably just listened to what they had to say and threw it all fucking right in the garbage. They're like, yeah, we feel bad that we have to shut down your game, so we'll listen to you, but we're not really going to use anything. Thanks, bye. But it was nice that they did that. But yeah, they released some new screenshots. Looks really good. It's digital only, so fuck my life. But this one, I don't know. It looks really cool. It's survival horror, like old school, like not fixed cameras, but kind of RE4-ish. So I don't know. If it's not super expensive, I might just buy the fucking digital version when it's on sale. But we'll see.
Sale.
It sounded like you got really close to the microphone. When it's on sale.
I did.
I did that.
Shayla, are you still alive, Shayla?
I think Shayla's
No.
dead.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys even heard of this game at all?
I haven't heard anything about it.
No, I
Did
haven't.
you even?
I
Did you
might
guys
have,
even know
but that
about the
doesn't mean
original
anything.
remake that they were working on? You had to have
No.
heard about that, right?
Wait.
Wait. No, I don't think so.
Jesus Christ. You fucking people. Who's on my podcast? What the fuck is this? No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Wait,
Everything's
which game?
God damn it. Let's move on to the
Shayla's
next
not
item. Resident Evil 2 remake leaks and spoilers are everywhere. So I'm seeing spoilers fucking literally everywhere, including revealing
stopped.
the original soundtrack and noir filter in the game, Leon's backstory, new game features, trophy lists. Like everything about the game is fucking popping up all over the place. So if that's your thing, then go for it. Otherwise, hide in a fucking closet until January 25th. Good luck.
Kind of what I've been doing. I've
Me
looked
too.
into
Like,
some of
if I see
I've looked into some
the
of it.
name Resident Evil 2 or I see a screenshot of Resident Evil 2, I immediately fucking close whatever I'm looking at. I run.
I've looked into it
I fucking
somewhat,
cry. It's terrible. It's a whole
but
thing.
it's just like I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful, and obviously curiosity. I just
know, like,
go
I
and
want to look
I
at
look
that,
a little
and
bit.
I feel kind of obligated that I should know about this so that we can talk about it because it's news. But no,
It's cheating. It's cheating.
Like, no. I'm not gonna have
told
my
myself.
RE2 remake ruined. Okay.
I told myself like a month ago. I'm like, no more. Don't.
Yeah, like I know all I need to
Don't.
know. I'm good. Leave me alone.
It's coming. It looks beautiful. That's what you need to know. There you go.
Exactly. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Or people will die. People that work at Capcom will die.
Dear Capcom.
Do not make me kill you, Capcom. Thank you. Bye.
Meet me by the bike racks. I'll beat your ass.
Yeah. Shayla, are you dead?
No.
Damn it. I mean, good.
Did you die? Wow, there's the inner dick.
There it
Doing something right now. Shouldn't you be dead?
is. You should be doing a podcast. I don't know if you know how these things work, but you're supposed to talk.
I've been kind of like on and off mute because like my parents are being
Well,
really
you're
loud.
dying, so it's fine.
Well, my parents are like out there and my dog's squeaking a toy and I'm just like, I want to say stuff, but like they're being really fucking loud.
Rude.
I know. And I told them, I'm like, I'm doing something. Go away.
Get out of my life for an hour or
Fuck
two.
off. Fuck off.
And I don't have an excuse.
It's
I'm just
okay.
waiting for the right moments to chime in with some stupid fucking jokes.
That's fair. That's fair.
You got like a list of jokes. Like, all
I'm not
right.
paid enough to participate.
I don't expect everyone to have input on every piece of news, but
Don't lie.
come on. Come on.
But come on,
Wake
have
the
a fucking
fuck up.
input.
Don't lie.
We're awake.
I don't expect you to contribute, but contribute. All right, so next thing we got, Epic is looking to take over the world of gaming. Has anybody been following this at all? Any
No, but it
aspects of
sounds familiar.
You cut out.
It's so Epic is pretty much taking over gaming as a whole.
Oh, that's right. Aren't they making their own service like Steam?
They be doing a bunch of shit, but yes.
Damn, okay.
Epic has already put up its new store offering developers a much better revenue split compared to Steam. Developers only pay 12% of sales to Epic, and if the developer uses the Unreal Engine for their game, they waive that normal 5% fee that they charge if you're using the engine for your game. This in combination with Epic's widespread audience and the fact that essentially the entire world has its eyes on Epic right now, this is going to become a highly appealing platform for developers, especially indie developers. On the consumer side, this pretty much means nothing, but with the allure to developers, Epic is already gaining exclusive titles that you'll have to go to Epic to purchase, one of which is Telltale's The Walking Dead, the final season. Yeah, so kind of a bold move for Telltale, well, not Telltale anymore, Skybound now, but after the whole fucking Telltale clusterfuck, you think they'd want to be easily accessible to everybody. For them to kind of jump on board to an exclusive store is kind of a risky endeavor for them, but that's interesting. But yeah, if you haven't pre-ordered the final season of The Walking Dead on Steam already, then the only way to get it going forward is going to be on the Epic Store. But exclusives are not even the primary reason for consumers to move to the Epic Store. Epic has announced huge plans for developers to easily streamline their games to be 100% cross-platform and fully integrated into each other, which includes a shit ton of features that we'll go over real quick. So it's going to include cross-platform logins, friends, presence, profile, and entitlements. This provides the core functionality for persistently recognizing players across multiple sessions and devices, identifying friends, and managing free and paid item entitlements. This will support all 7 major platforms: PC, Mac, iOS, Android, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. PC Mac Overlay API, which this provides a user interface for login, friends, and other features in games. And it's going to be agnostic across all engines. So you're going to have like one overlay that's going to work across every platform, which is really cool. So like you're going to log into one overlay and you're going to see your Xbox friends, your PlayStation friends, your Steam friends.
Oh, that's awesome.
All of them in one interface.
That's awesome.
It's going to have cross-platform voice communication. So Epic is building a new in-game voice communication service that supports all platforms, all stores, all engines, and it's going to be available for free. Cross-platform parties and matchmaking, cross-platform data storage and cloud-saved games, cross-platform achievements and trophies, tons and tons of shit. So what does it all mean? Basically, it means that you can play with anybody on any system, chat with them across all platforms, see your friends list combined for all platforms, start playing a game on Xbox One, finish it on PS4, and have all the DLC that you bought for the Xbox version on your PS4 version, while unlocking achievements and trophies simultaneously. PS4 and Xbox and PC players can all play together, talk to each other, and progress in games across all platforms together. So this could essentially end the console wars. Like, this is a fucking huge, huge deal. I mean, it could even possibly end consoles entirely. It's kind of a dangerous thing. But yeah, if this takes off and everybody starts building games with this system, there's not really going to be a need to have different platforms. But even if they do stick around, it's going to be really, really nice because you don't have to buy a game because your friend has it on another system. Like if you want to buy, if you're an Xbox gamer and your friends play on PS4 and you want to play a game that they have on PS4, it's not going to be a problem, and you're going to be able to communicate to them cross-platform. Your trophies and achievements unlock simultaneously regardless of what you're playing on. Like you could be playing on Steam and be unlocking trophies and achievements on Steam, which is cool. You can start playing a game on Steam, play the middle part on PS4, and then finish the game on Xbox. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, everything's going to be integrated into one thing. Like, games will just be basically one platform, even though we have multiple platforms.
That makes me excited,
That's
but
a
also
big
scared.
fucking, yeah, exactly. Like I said, companies are going to look at this and be like, why are we doing platforms again? Like, when everybody's playing together anyway, does it really matter to make an Xbox or a PS4? I mean, no, it really doesn't. But I mean, it will be nice from a user perspective where you can play with anybody, you can talk to anybody that you want, you're not limited to whatever platform that you're on. So that'll be cool, and it's definitely going to be appealing to developers to use that tool and for consumers to take advantage of it. So it's going to be a big deal.
That sounds pretty amazeballs.
Yeah, Epic's fucking going crazy. Like, they're smart as hell. Like, they could have just had this one-off massive success with Fortnite and just taken all that money and moved on. But they're taking those mountains of cash and they're investing it in doing really smart, impactful things for the industry and for them as a company. So it's going to be, interesting.
I'm so happy.
We're going to see a day where there's only like 3 companies that rule the world. One's going to be Disney, one's going to be Epic, and one's going to be fucking
Trump.
Either Amazon or Google. Trump.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it would be a toss-up between Amazon or Google. Yeah.
Amazon and Google will merge, and
Google will eventually buy Amazon.
Or vice versa.
Because they'll be like, well,
yeah,
we need this.
A Moogle.
Because when YouTube dies, which it's probably going to at some point, who knows what's going to happen.
Google. You know the poster for Army of Darkness?
Nope.
It's like Ash standing there with his chainsaw, and then like this girl's like groping his fucking leg.
Yeah.
Basically, like Ash in this poster should have like a big thing that says Epic Games, and then like everything holding his legs is on other console.
Yeah. Seriously, you could say the same thing for Disney.
Oh no, Disney's like the fucking planet, and then there's a hand, and then there's Disney holding the fucking planet.
Well, you know what? In fact, Disney is going to eventually buy Epic, and then Google, and everything's going to be owned by Disney.
Disney's going to be like, we have the rights to the sun, so...
The prisons will be run by Disney. Fucking the president will be the president of Disney.
Yeah, but like somebody will just collect all the Infinity Stones and snap their fingers and like half of
I don't know. I think Disney's too powerful.
Disney's too powerful.
Disney's Monster Hunter.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait, Shaun, how do you not know what the cover of Army of Darkness is?
I was being an asshole. Of course
Oh!
He was being a dick.
That's not as bad as I actually zoned out for like 3 minutes of the podcast because I was like,
Wow.
I was like, well, no, listen.
High
because
quality
I was
entertainment, people.
Because I was like, what did he just say? What is that from? What is that from? And then I was like, oh my god, he just used lyrics from Lose Yourself, like actual conversation.
Oh my god.
That was before the
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
Because I was like, who said
Shayla,
that?
what
Hello.
the fuck?
This is why we love Shayla.
Blow.
I love that this is
Like,
too
what
like,
is that
right on the heels
song?
of like this
Oh my God.
really monumental news thing that impacts the entire industry, and she's like, "Did he just say something about fucking 8 Mile? Like an hour ago?" Jeez.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Classic.
Well, I mean, who just says time to blow in casual conversation?
That
like,
was the point,
oh,
but the moment has come and gone. I'm sorry.
She lost herself in the
You
music.
got lost in
Oh
the
my
moment. You didn't own it. You're
Shayla, you
fucked.
missed his entire fucking thing. It was super.
Ooh. What the hell was that? Did you
My
just,
necklace
like,
hit my beer bottle. I'm sorry.
I thought you were like doing a cheers, like you were
Yeah.
bumping two of your
Yeah.
own glasses. Like
No, it's. I have this like sun necklace that's like a piece of rock basically, and I lean forward. So, my bad.
Jesus.
My bad.
So one more news item to go through, and then we'll keep
Wake
on,
up, Shayla.
keep on
Pay
the
attention
trucking.
to this
Yeah,
one.
we'll
Okay.
make sure she's awake.
Just
Fucking-
don't use any lyrics. It's off. It
Dizzle.
throws people off.
Dizzle punch her in the dick. Make sure she's
Wow.
awake.
Got it. I'm on it.
So there's a lot of drama around Sam Raimi's Spider-Man suit being in the new Spider-Man game.
Who?
Seriously?
Please continue.
God damn you. Do you know anything about anyone?
I actually don't know who that is.
You don't
but
know who
when
Sam
you said,
Raimi is?
No.
You
He's
You don't know who
just-
Dennis Quaid is.
You were just talking... God damn it. You were just talking about The Evil Dead just now.
yeah.
I don't know the Evil Dead. I only know the Army of Dark.
Oh,
I
he
hate you.
directed the Evil Dead.
He's the
movie.
he's the director of the Evil Dead movies and the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. So now you know.
Did
But
he
yeah.
draw the fucking poster? Because that's what I was talking about.
Oh my god, get the fuck out of here.
Goodbye.
Ah, she got you there.
Don't punch
As-
me in the dick.
No, Diz will, not me.
Punch Shayla in the dick.
Or
Diz.
Yeah,
Leon.
punch Shayla in the dick. That'll teach me.
So as you may or may not know, Sony's PS4
Oh, yeah.
exclusive Spider-Man game is filled with tons and tons of suits for Spider-Man, ranging from suits from the comics to suits from the movies. Every DLC adds even more costumes, like it's crazy. Clearly, this game has been a labor of love and has received a ton of support from the development team. Like, they didn't have to include all those costumes, but they keep putting more and more shit into it. But apparently, that isn't enough. Fans have been demanding the suit from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy get put into the game. So, what people don't get is that there's licensing issues or even creative ideas that may not include the content that you want. But the final DLC was released, and guess what? No Raimi Spider-Man suit. And of course, the mobs took to Twitter and fucking blew up Insomniac for not including the content that they wanted. One of the disgruntled fans tweeted, kind of mocking Insomniac. They said, quote, "Come on, Insomniac, you said that you were listening," end quote. So, like, Insomniac always states, like, hey, we're listening to you guys and we want to improve and grow based on your feedback. Like, that's kind of their thing. So this asshole was basically just mocking them for not giving them the suit that they wanted because they said that they're listening. So Insomniac responded to the tweet. Insomniac responded to the tweet saying, quote, "Listening doesn't mean we always do what people tell us to do. We hear you. Hearing doesn't mean we always act or follow," end quote. And this is a totally legit response. It's kind of bitchy, but it's true. Like,
Yeah.
they're
fuck
really
you. You don't work
forgiving.
for us. Fuck off.
Yeah, they don't have to do what you ask. The fact that they typically do is great. Like, that's awesome that they're willing to do that and go above and beyond for people that are asking for things. But you can't fucking expect them to do that every single time. Sometimes they don't want to, or sometimes they can't. Like, you need to fucking respect that. To just assume that they're going to drop everything and give you every bit of content you want at the drop of a hat is fucking ridiculous.
Let's go beat this guy's ass.
It's not even just one guy. It's
wow.
It's like the whole fucking Spider-Man community is just fucking freaking out about that whole thing. Yeah,
everybody
making a
has
hit
to take
list.
the punch.
Gamers on the internet have one of those like hit glass for emergency, and it's just like pitchforks and fucking torches and like keyboards so they can bitch at people online.
Seriously, I believe that. It's true. But what's really sad about this is a few days later, Insomniac released the Raimi suit as a free DLC, which means they were working on this the whole time. They just couldn't say anything, probably because NDAs or licensing terms with Sony. So these people shit all over Insomniac because they were shitty, greedy assholes for literally no reason. And this isn't even the first time. Before Spider-Man released, there was a huge ordeal over Insomniac removing some puddles from a couple of areas in the game for creative reasons, and the internet fucking exploded with rage. They started claiming...
Did you just say fucking puddles?
Puddles.
Puddles?
Puddles. Water on the ground. Little puddles of water on the ground. So people started freaking out, claiming that the graphics were being downgraded and all this bullshit, even though Insomniac responded and said, hey, we removed these because... cosmetic reasons. We didn't want these here, or we moved them somewhere else, or whatever. Like, they explained why they did it. And it became such an ordeal that it was labeled fucking Puddlegate. And it became a meme, and people were fucking just being assholes about it. People need to chill the fuck out.
Puddles.
Maybe we should stop bitching at great companies like Insomniac, who made an incredible game and gave you exactly what you wanted, about a costume and some puddles. You know, and maybe raise our voices about shit that matters, like, where's my Resident Evil 3 remake? No, I'm just kidding,
up your ass, and it will never come out.
Oh my god!
Wow. But no, like, seriously, like, how about the fact that full-price games are blatantly using free-to-play models and fucking sucking money out of us, or that every game is becoming games as service or season pass driven? You know, like, or that digital's a problem, or at least open this kind of stuff up for discussion. Instead, you know, we're going to go complain that the Sam Raimi suit wasn't included in the 8,000 Spider-Man suits that they already gave us, or that, you know, there's not enough puddles in the game. Like, fuck off.
Where the puddles go?
You know, there's bigger things that we could be using our energy to fucking bring up and discuss.
What if Spider-Man's thirsty and you removed his puddles?
Yeah, now he can't drink. What's he going to do now?
Get a cup of water.
Yeah, and he'll be gone for like an hour and a half.
You know, like, this company is like listening to the fans and going out of their way to make everything better, and, you know, like, giving all of these fucking things and all that while they don't even sleep. So give them a break, you know?
Yeah, that's the downside to developers actually doing this kind of a thing. You know, they open themselves up for people to just expect it. You know, like, they go above and beyond, and they want to cater to their consumers, to the people that are supporting them, which is awesome. But then people take advantage of that and they start expecting this. They don't see it as like, oh, they did this great thing for me, they really appreciate me. Instead, they're like, oh, well, they owe this to me.
Yeah, people are stupid.
I feel that I don't even know why people are really like listening to them though. Like, people are just gonna act that way on the internet. So it's like, I mean, anyone with any kind of common sense can see that, like, okay, the fans asked for 20 things, the developers delivered 10 of them. Even if they just delivered like 2 of those things, like, I feel like you can see that they're making an effort.
Exactly.
Everything I've heard about the new Spider game seems amazing. So, like, I think they should just be ignoring these, like, dumb shitheads.
They probably do. They probably, like, sit in their office and laugh at them, like, did you see what this fucker wrote?
Yeah.
This asshole. It's a dumbass.
Right?
Well, I mean, like, in the age of the internet and just the way that we've kind of built this into the expectations of companies, like, you have to respond. Like, you can't not respond. It makes you look like a fucking asshole, and people will fucking riot against you if you don't say anything. And if you don't say the right thing, it's even worse. So like
Well,
they're put into a position almost where they have to fucking accommodate them, but they really don't have to. But as like the public perception becomes, oh well, they don't care, or they're not listening, or this or that. Like, you know, the fucking internet just puts a spotlight on them, and it's really inconvenient, and it's kind of unfair. But like, think about most games based on a property. You know, you figure you typically get the bare minimum. You typically get a shitty game overall. So,
yes.
But like, it's going to be content light. It's typically going to be like a copy of something, right? It's going to be like they're just going to take a direct thing out of the comic, or they're going to copy it off of a movie, maybe throw in a couple little things here and there, maybe a couple outfits, and you're done. That's typically what you get with a game like this. But the fact that not only is it an amazing game that's really well built, and it's an original thing, they completely built this game from the ground up and made a compelling story on their own, and then they threw in, I think they've got to have 20, maybe 30 costumes. Like there's a ridiculous amount of costumes in this game. And for them to fucking lose their shit over one single costume, fuck off. Like, how we're getting fucking really needy.
It's probably just people who are obsessed with like that particular Spider-Man that are doing it.
So
millennials.
What, though? Like, just because they put a bunch of costumes in there and the one that you want the most isn't there, you deserve that?
I've heard nothing but praise for the game though, so I'm sure it's, you know, by everything, and their response was totally solid. I mean, like, there wasn't anything wrong with what they, like, how they replied. They were just like, bitch.
It was a little bitchy, but they should have, like, that was the appropriate response.
Yeah. Especially since, wait, are all these DLC costumes free?
No, some of them are free. Some of them come with the DLC packs, like the story-driven DLC packs that they released. I think there's also downloadable costume packs that you have to pay for.
The only reason I could see someone being validly upset, and even then it's still your own stupidity, so it's like if they're feeling nice, is like if for some reason they falsely advertised that Sam Raimi would be in there, and then somehow you didn't know that it wasn't going to be in there, and you paid the money and found out you didn't get the costume you got. But otherwise, it's like, well, then just don't fucking buy it, because it doesn't have the costume you want. So
for you to skip out on a game that's supposed to be that good because there's not that one costume in it, go die in a fucking ditch. Fuck off.
Have you guys played that game? Because I thought about getting it.
No, I haven't, but I've heard nothing but amazing things. It's really unfortunate. Like, it was up for tons of game awards, but I don't think it won any, which is really sad. Especially when it's losing to the likes of fucking Red Dead Redemption. Psh, garbage.
Yeah, Spider-Man have horse testicles that freeze up in the winter.
No, but Spider-Man's balls shrink on
kidding.
command.
What the fuck?
I didn't like Red Dead Redemption 1, and I'm not going to play Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't care. I'd rather play Spider-Man. Spider-Man actually sounds like it has a lot of love in it, and that, like, it's one of the best, like, kind of like retelling or, you know, like versions of Peter Parker's story that you can get. So I want to play it eventually.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up. It's just the only reason why I didn't pick it up was because, like, I know that I'm not gonna play it immediately, so there's no point in me paying full price for it. But I will play it, so like when it's cheap enough or when I know I'm going to play it for sure, then I'll pick it up. I try to not buy a game unless I know it's going to be like a limited run, or that's not a plug, by the way. I mean, like, it's literally limited supply, or if it has like a collector's edition, that's typically what's going to drive me to buy it immediately. Or if I know that, like, I'm really excited about it and I know that I'm going to play it immediately. Otherwise, I try to wait, because otherwise it's
smart
just a
move.
Yeah, it's a waste of money. I can't count how many times I bought a game like when it came out, and like it just sat there and sat there and sat there. Next thing I know, I go to Walmart or wherever, see it on the shelf for like $20, and I'm like, fuck. Wasted $40 on that shit.
That is ass.
It's the worst feeling ever. Like, like there's some games that I fucking, like, I need because it's just like one of my favorite games, even though I'm not going to play it. Like, I buy it to support it. Like, I got Yakuza Kiwami. And it came out, I think, at $40, which is an amazing deal. But I bought that day one, $40. And the other day, or last week, I went to Walmart. It was on clearance, $11.
Oh my
and
god.
I haven't even touched it.
Oh my god.
That shit drives me insane.
2 things. One, really quick about, what's funny about the developers of Spider-Man, like, listening and not listening? It made me think of, they did a request for a random person on Twitter saying, like, can you do my marriage proposal in your game? And they put it in the game for this kid.
I heard about
and
that.
It turns out he didn't even the girl left him.
What?
So they even patched it off for him and like gave him asked him if he wanted something else to do that.
Oh,
That is
so
the
sad.
worst.
I mean, it's not like they don't try.
That's fucked up. Oh my god, that poor kid.
Poor
I know.
Insomniac too. Like that kid as well. Obviously, that's terrible. But,
Yeah.
like, on top of everything, all this shit that Insomniac gets, they go and they try to do this one thing for this guy, and what happens? It blows up in their face.
Yeah,
That's
and
so
that was
sad.
before all this drama started. So I mean,
Ah.
can you really? They're probably like, damn.
They're gonna be so jaded after this. Their next game, they're gonna be like, "Fuck off!
They're like, we're not.
We're
fucking
gonna
listening
release this day one shit, and we're not gonna do anything else. We don't give a shit
Here you go,
what you
guys.
say.
Have this game. You got a request?
Cover,
Suck my
just gonna
dick.
be Somebody
Our game's
holding up the
broken.
middle
What? Too bad."
That's what you
Yeah,
get.
the cover is just gonna be like a middle finger. And the game
That
will be
would
called
be
Fuck You.
amazing.
Or a scan
I
of
will
someone's
buy that.
fucking dick or like their ass or something. It's like
Yeah, the cover's a middle finger, and then when you open it up, like at the back of the case, it's like an ass.
and inside the case is just like a glitter bomb.
Oh my
With like scratch and sniffs, fart smelly stickers.
Okay,
Feels
I'm
like
sorry,
shit.
but
Yeah,
if
there's
a
like a
company
stink
did
bomb.
that, I wouldn't even be mad.
I
I'd be all
support it.
about it. I'd buy 2
100%.
copies.
one the experience and the other one just to look at.
Exactly.
Somebody would be like,
Just to
"Oh, I
look
didn't
at
even
and be
get
like,
that
"Oh,
many
you."
fucking glitter."
Oh my god. How come you got more glitter than me, huh? Jesus.
Every 1,000 copy has like it's just filled with shit.
Yeah,
So if you're one of the lucky few,
it's all
Oh,
squished
look, I
in
got
there.
shit in mine. You're so lucky, man.
all right, that's all the news that I had. I know there's a couple things over the past couple weeks that we skipped that you guys had, Jazz and Shayla. So, plead your case.
I kind of mentioned mine earlier, just that Netflix is talking with the guy who did Castlevania. And that's right, they were going to involve the guy who worked on Devilman Crybaby to create a Berserk anime.
Did you just say Devilman Crybaby?
Yeah, that's the name of it. It's called
You
Devilman
making fun of
Crybaby.
me?
No,
No, it's actually named
it's called
that.
Devilman Crybaby.
How about Devil May Crybaby?
Oh, Lord.
It's a crossover event between the two.
Devilman Crybaby.
I'll never cry though.
Yeah, what the fuck?
All I
I
can
thought
when
it
you
was a
say
parody.
that, all I can think of is that Ego Raptor Dante, where he's got like he's on the cover of they like slap down a magazine and he's on the cover with like his Devil May Cry 2 outfit, but like a diaper because like
Yeah.
kind of look like a diaper. Like that's all I think of is like Devil May Cry baby. Drawn by Ego Raptor too, so it's like extra goofy, shitty looking.
Yeah.
Fucking love Ego.
With the face, it's all over. Like, rah, rah.
Yeah.
Shitty in the best possible way.
Yeah, like good shitty. Like Ego Raptor art is shitty in a
I
good
love Ego.
shitty.
Raptor.
And that was really my only news, just because I love Berserk, so I had to
Are you
Berserker.
wanting making fuck
go support it.
berserker?
Go tell them that it would be awesome and do it. I think actually
Berserker.
the reason they even went with Berserk, they did a poll asking like which guy do you think is coolest, and like one of the I don't remember the other two like options, but it doesn't matter because Guts was in there, so that's the only choice. And of course that's what everyone on Twitter said, and Guts was like won by a landslide. So yeah, that's why I'm thinking about Berserk. Excited.
I
Okay,
can't
that's all
think
my
of
news.
Berserk without those fucking AMV hell clips.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Fucking
Oh, and
AMV hell.
the outtakes. The outtakes for like the original dub of Berserk.
Oh, was the best.
Really funny. They're really, really funny. I know people that like got into Berserk because they like saw that video and thought it was funny, and then was like, "Oh, you had no idea what you were in store for." You're
Fucking love
fucked.
that. That's part of why I was so disappointed in the new one. I'm like, yeah, they'll have the old cast and they'll have bloopers again. I'm ready. And none of that was there.
Aw.
Makes
Damn.
me sad.
Kill
Oh
him.
well.
Sad.
It's better than
I'm a
nothing.
bad influence.
That's the way I'm looking at it. At least it exists.
Yeah.
Only had to wait fucking a lifetime. But that's fine.
For a moment like this.
How about you, Jess?
Don't, no, you'll confuse Shayla.
Shut up.
Wow. Wow.
Jess, do you have the news?
News?
Yeah. Not a news.
For what?
News.
Oh,
A
God.
moose? The news about what?
Do you have any news? You had news and we didn't get to it a couple weeks ago. Or
Oh,
last
it
week
wasn't
or
really
in a
news.
week.
It was just like, you know how you before used to tell me like, oh, if you can look up some video game news, and I would find like the stupidest, like that guy who went to jail for killing his wife, but then got an Xbox.
Oh my God.
It was something like that. It was apparently this, I don't remember how old, I think she's like 9 or 11 or something. She went to rehab for Fortnite because like she wouldn't eat. She would like sit there and piss herself. She
Oh my
like hit her
God.
parents when they tried to fucking take shit away. She like got really aggressive. She stole her mom's credit cards to buy like online content.
That's how they make their money.
And like the
Oh.
only way that they saw how to stop it is like they sent her to rehab.
Oh my God.
Just remember, abused child, that you're helping to make the gaming community better.
Yeah, but I bet you she can't use a can opener either.
We're building
Oh, God.
the gaming community on your corpse. It's fine.
That was a nice callback. Jazz,
What?
I'll make sure she never plays another video game again.
What are you gonna do?
No,
Oh! I wrote that.
Wow.
Wow. I forgot what the next part was, so I can't play along. Oh, it's literally just what?
What?
What? What?
How about you? How about you, Alyssa? Do you have any news?
No.
Good. Great. Let's get into some updates. That's the news jingle. Give me a different.
You know
one.
what? It's our news. It's
Give
news
me
for us.
a different jingle.
Okay, that's a
Perfect.
guitar.
That was a guitar. Well, I thought it was good until you
I
told me
wasn't
that.
prepared. I wasn't prepared. Next week I'll be better, I swear.
That's fair.
She's gonna pick up an actual guitar and just start.
I don't have a guitar. Those are money.
Those
You're
are
right.
money.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Those are the money dollars.
Fuck do you think I am? Not
With
me?
their money, I'm just gonna go like walk into the grocery store and get my groceries and like just put a guitar down on the counter. Guitars are funny.
That'd be awesome.
Even funnier if
You
you're
start
buying like
bringing
a
in
can of
bunch
Coke.
shit into the grocery store that they don't even sell, and just start throwing that up on the counter and just see what they do. It's like, we sell guitars and car batteries. What the?
You know
fuck?
what's funny is I did something similar to that. Christmas time, my family always writes lists, and we exchange lists so that we can get stuff that we actually want. And one time, like I couldn't think of movies that I wanted, so I just like made up titles. And apparently, my family was like going store to store, asking people for these movie titles, and they were like, "No, we don't carry that."
Wow.
Oh my God.
They told me like I was really trying to get you this one because it was at the top of your list, but I couldn't find it, and I started laughing. Oh my god!
Do you guys sell lettuce? We're Batteries Plus.
Yeah, I need a lettuce to plug in my
So?
podcast.
Oh my
Let
God.
us talk
It
about
runs on
batteries.
triple A
then.
5 lettuce.
Oh my God. Sean. Your joke didn't go unnoticed.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I didn't notice it.
My humor
Sing it
is a
again.
refined humor. You got to be on my level. All right,
Your
updates.
humor is like the cheese at the bottom of a cheese. Gone through.
They cut out, and I'm glad.
God damn it! I'll tell you later.
Perfect. Update time. New show ideas are in the works, and a potential audio drama may be coming. Alyssa knows what's up.
A potential audio drop. Potential.
So, I think audio drama is the correct terminology, but it would be an audio comedy.
Yes.
So,
I don't
but yes.
understand. Is this
A
music?
dramedy.
Oh, it's going to be a dramedy. An audio dramedy. Coming soon, 2019. Here we go.
Yep, here we go.
Also, I'm working with Cody to wrap up a few lingering projects, including the remake episodes for Days. So that's
Days.
coming. And that's about it. Of course, January is RE2 remake month, so I'll be doing some RE2 content before, during, and after the release of RE2 remake in January and February. And that's pretty much what I got planned. What do you have going on, Jazz? What's going on?
I started playing through Resident Evil to get some footage for the residents. I now have 2 scripts for episode 2. Took me like 15 years to have 1, and now I have 2.
That's how it happens.
And since Diz is here, might as well announce I've started writing or working
Was that a
on
guitar?
fixing up. It was a trumpet.
I understood, Jazz.
Thank you.
I did too. I'm just messing with you.
I was talking to Deers.
Whoa,
I'm just kidding.
racism.
So I've been tweaking up the episode 2 of BTTF.
Ah,
Whoa.
Shut the fuck up. Shayla just woke up. Do you need a CPAP? Are you okay?
I was just happy.
I know you're excited. She was Claire, and she doesn't like not
Just in the
being
middle
Claire.
of a podcast, you just hear, Were you asleep?
Shayla's crying. It sounds like she's laughing, but she's. Yeah. So like now that Diz has a cool computer that can actually do things other than potato settings, we can play Gmod, and BTTF is coming
Now it
soon.
has
Will you-
tomato
we
sauce.
have-
everybody.
I'm gonna be Claire.
And
No, you're
now we
not.
have an extra puppet because Lindy has Gmod as well.
Yay! So we have 4 puppets, which is gonna make things a lot easier
Yes.
to control
Oh my God.
because fuck NPC controller.
Fuck that.
We have a lot of new characters that are jumping in. Obviously, this is for people who've seen episode 1. We're going on a completely different direction.
The show
I guess
is
to be
amazing.
Claire.
Go watch it.
We've
Hey,
done
Jazz,
that already.
Where can they find that video?
www.youtube.com/some fucking
Put a link
word
in the
brings you to the thing.
link in the description.
I regret asking.
You can find it. I don't know, Diz, have you posted it on your YouTube?
No, I have not.
Okay. So you can find it on the channel Tipping Canoes, which
That's
is
what I was looking for. Good job.
which is eventually going to be turned or linked through to the Waffle Poop Productions channel, which
Turned
is
or tipped?
Shush.
cheese grater jokes. Ah!
I have
Yeah.
jokes.
Shredded my joke. But yeah, I'm hoping to make that channel one day when we actually have posts. Because right now I'm like, hey, I made this. Put it on your channel, Shaun.
Here you go.
Word
There you go.
exclusives.
Sponsor.
Sponsor. Hashtag. Fuck.
Hashtag sponsor.
Hashtag fuck.
Where's my hat?
It's coming.
I'm Claire in it.
You're clarinet?
Clarinet? Well, now we have a clarinet. Right on.
Yeah.
We got a guitar, a clarinet.
Clarinets are
I
stupid.
fought for that role.
Did you?
You did. You know
Did.
what?
She did.
Oh.
But not really. Because she was like, hey, I want it. And I'm like, all right.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was a battle.
It was in the dark ages where you and Claire, Shayla, weren't online much.
Yeah.
Like
But I
at
was
all.
In the day.
But I was like, if it's the voice Claire, I'm here. In a heartbeat.
Because I had another character for you, but then
Is anybody
you, like,
else?
you would have
looking
liked that
to
one
voice
better,
Claire
but-
Redfield in a machinima I'm doing.
I love
Um,
Anybody else?
It was gonna be Jen.
Anybody at all.
If you do a remake of the episode where they flash to Claire in Days of Our Lives, then I want to do that.
Yeah, seriously, somebody else was Claire in Days.
Right?
Sean,
I
check
really
yourself
don't even
before
get
you
that
wreck
part
yourself.
in Days. Like, he never lets me be in Days.
I was in Days.
I know!
And I don't even remember it.
Wow, good job.
I was watching it, I was like, hey, that sounds like me. Oh, yeah.
Wait a sec.
Is that me?
That's me.
I'm on television. But Shayla's a manie. She's a manie.
A manie?
She's a main character.
Oh.
She's a manie. She's not a
Big
groupie. She's a
ol'
manie.
I'm a
He plays the clarinet in the band, so
a cockamamie character.
cockamamie character. No, we're not talking about that cockamamie bullshit now. Enough.
What else you got? Is that it?
I think so. I plan on doing Let's Plays again at some point.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, actually, that's true. I just reminded myself. I want to start streaming more often, but I have nobody to watch, so I'm just gonna stream to no one. And I want to do.
Fun.
I want to do a speed run, or like as well as I can, a speed run of the Tomb Raider reboot trilogy. I want to see how fast I can get through it.
Get it.
I started the other day. I was like, I'm gonna do this up until the podcast, and then the podcast was another day, and I was like, oh, well, I don't feel like doing it anymore.
Wow.
True story.
And like that, the motivation was gone.
No, more like I died, and then I didn't feel like starting. So I was like, okay,
That's fair.
yeah.
What about you, Shayla? What you got coming up?
I'm probably gonna stream Resident Evil 2 when it comes out. And
Monster Hunter.
I got my Monster Hunter machinima working
It's
on.
awesome.
And I mean, I could give like a long-term one because like by the end of the year I want to hear my shit.
It was supposed to be out by the end
You
of the
wanna
year, and
what?
you got 3
By
days.
the end of the year, you what?
No, by the end of next year. Sorry, by the end of 2019, I want to have a Metal Gear machinima.
Yes. That is your destiny.
Dibs on
I
Sniper
know,
Wolf.
right?
I'm proud of you.
Cool. So more Monster Hunter
Liz, you're
machinima
gonna
work.
be. You have to do a voice in it, of course.
Of course.
You can be Snake.
Don't
I can
worry, let me
already
just get
see it.
sick again and I can do it.
I want to be the box.
Box, no.
I
You'd be
think
like,
Jazz is gonna be Meryl.
Meow.
Diz can be Mei Ling.
Meow. That's how she talks. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to.
She's
I'm
like a
trying to,
Pokemon.
I'm trying to contain my excitement because I fuck.
This is like shaking and peeing on her chair, like.
Yeah, I'm like
Don't
holding
say
it in, I'm
anything.
just like, be quiet. Don't scream or you'll lose the voice you have.
Scream, Diz. No one's ever gonna hear you. Is someone getting attacked, or is that a cow?
What's happening?
Yes.
Every time I think of like screaming, I think of the time I was on Skype with you guys.
The first time we like hung out on Skype with Diz, she's just like she's too shy, so she's just being quiet in the background playing probably Resident Evil 0 or something.
Yeah, his
And
play
me and
remake.
Shayla remake. You were playing Resident Evil, and Shayla and I are just like talking, and we're like, you know, eventually she'll warm up to us, and out of nowhere you hear this like fucking murderous scream, like someone is getting stabbed and like other things.
No, the best times when she would do it is when like we'd be playing Resident Evil and like a monster would jump out and just go.
That's yeah.
I was playing. That was when I played remake for the first time, and I didn't know what heads were.
Monster Sync.
Monster
Fucking monster.
Diz and I did a sort of let's play together
Oh,
of remake.
no. Monster Sync. Okay.
Anything else you got going on, Shayla? Just your Monster Hunter machinima?
Those are
hopefully
the main
Metal Gear.
things really. Probably
She's got-
streaming when Resident Evil comes out or Resident Evil
Don't-
2 comes out, and yeah, Monster Hunter.
Don't think about streaming right now. You have 3 days to finish that machinima.
I know.
You got this.
I haven't even gotten my lines yet, so I know you won't have it done.
God damn it.
But we kind of make shit up as we go, so
Yeah, it'll be cool. I got this.
all I have to do is drink.
I believe in you.
I I love those.
I can do this Monster Hunter Machinima in 3 days.
Perfect.
Yay!
And we never saw her again.
What about you, Alyssa? What you got? Or wait, did you have something else, Shayla?
Show me what you got, Alyssa.
I like what you got.
Good job.
Well, recently figured out last night we're working on the dramedy thing.
Boom.
We're doing that.
How do I not know about this? What is this?
It came out of nowhere.
It really did. It just happened.
And it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome. I haven't really been. I've been thinking about like, shh. Episode 2 is done. It's okay.
It's done? What?
No, not done,
haven't
but
seen
it's
it.
done.
I was gonna say, when did this happen?
Done, but not done. You feel me? So
it's
I've
done.
been
It's just not finished.
there you go.
It's on the get fuck level.
Because I'm looking at like new equipment ish.
Ooh, shit.
So I'm looking at like my financial stuff right now because I want to get a new mic. Like mine is good, but it needs to be better. And I also need to get my editor back on here. So
Oh yeah, you need to fix that.
yeah, I need to fix that like
I
yesterday.
can't believe they're gonna fucking charge you to get it re-enabled or whatever.
Just to get the download link re-enabled.
That makes no sense. Did you contact support?
No, I haven't done anything about it yet.
No wonder. Contact support, sort that shit out. You shouldn't have to pay anything. You should be fine.
I know, like, if you want your link reactivated, you have to pay $8.50. That's not a
Email
lot.
them and
but
be
the
like,
fact
send
that,
me my damn email.
like, I mean, that's not a lot, but you still shouldn't have to pay if I
Yeah.
paid like $70 for this
Exactly.
editor. Yeah. But, and I still haven't finished the artwork that I was working on for Zero, so I'm still working on that. But, like, I've been sick and shit like that, so yeah. I'm trying to work out tweaks in episode 3. Episode 3 is started. Just go put that out there. It has been started. It just hasn't
begun.
like I feel like I need to get all like the footage for 2, like work it out that way, if that makes sense. Because I don't know completely how it's gonna be the finished product. Because I am like an in general person, and I usually need Shaun's help.
That's what I'm here for.
I say things in general, and then he helps me clarify them.
I help you make sense of your brain.
Exactly. Like, because I was looking through the script the other day, and I'm just like, I don't know what that means, but it literally says, it's a note to myself, figure this out later. I'm just like, I don't know what you mean.
That's all you need.
Okay.
I think I might overlap this and just work on episode 3, not wait for her to release her episode 2. Like we were
Go
supposed
for it. If you want to, go for it, man.
Overlap.
Just see, that'd be interesting, actually. That actually sounds really interesting.
What?
Never mind. Go ahead.
What? Episode 3?
Yeah.
It sounds interesting.
But no, okay, so I'm stupid. That's what I'm thinking. I thought you meant right episode 3 of Resident Evil 0. I'm like, what are you, what?
No, that's your fucking child. I'm not taking care of that. I got my own shit.
But that actually would be interesting. Not for this, but like for something else. Like we each take turns writing an episode.
I thought that's what we were doing.
No, I mean like for the same thing. Not
Communication between you two is
that's
strong.
what BTTF is.
That's true.
We adopted BTTF together, and no one's taking care of it. It's fucking dying.
It's neglected. We just have a corpse.
You adopted
neglected.
that child and made them live
Shayla's like-
outside alone.
Shayla's the out-of-town godparent who's like, "Hey, he's still taking care of that kid. I want to see it."
Your
My
adopted
voice
child's
is drying
corpse is
up.
starting to smell. Can you do something about that?
Yeah, she's not gonna be able to talk like Claire. She's gonna be like fucking 50 years old, and we'll be like, "Hey, here's your like."
Here's episode 2.
I can't get to the voice anymore. I'm scared. Voice.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap
Sounds
things
like I'm
up
done with
because I want to keep it under 2 hours. We got 10 minutes to wrap it up. So, lastly and briefly, do you guys have any New Year's resolutions for 2019?
Be more productive.
That's a good one.
Well, New Year's in Canada is actually in February.
You shut your mouth.
Wonder if I can get Jill with that one.
You probably can.
There's Chinese New Year, so now there's Canadian New Year.
Oh my god. What's your Canadian animal, huh?
A moose, eh? Well, mine's a squirrel.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, don't you know?
Do you not have one, Jess?
Oh, I don't do those.
Oh, great.
I tried once, like the one time in my life
don't
I
do
tried.
those.
It was to give up meat, and then 6 months later I had
gave
like
up
6
before
hot
committed.
dogs.
But
I got
that was
super
your
drunk
first
and had 6 hot dogs.
That was your first mistake. I'm
I'm not
carnivore,
gonna
I can't
set
do
myself up for failure, okay?
You're a carnivore.
that. I am like, I love. Never mind. We're not talking.
I'm a
about it.
swimitarian, is what I call it.
Swimitary.
I don't eat things that swim.
Jess,
Oh yeah.
you suck.
I don't have one. Okay, my New Year's resolution is to release at least 2 episodes of
Congratulations.
episode 3 and 4. There you go.
Boom.
There you go.
That's perfect. Wait, 2 episodes in a year?
At least I said.
Oh, okay.
Because now I got all this other shit going on.
I was gonna say, what the hell?
That's the minimum.
Shayla,
I want to get fit so I can cosplay, and I want to do that Metal Gear Machinima, and I want to complete some art so that Shaun has to make Cowgirl,
do it. Do it. I've been waiting.
because I want to be Fiona.
Yeah. Do that in January. Start off your
Okay.
resolution right. Boom.
Okay.
We're all gonna go to a convention together. That's everyone's
Yes.
resolution.
Yeah, that's our goal.
In Canada.
That's wow.
Sorry, I'm getting sick too.
Oh my god. I gotta get a passport.
What's yours, Shaun?
Yay, somebody asked me. How about that?
I was going to, but people
I
were
was just
dying.
gonna wait in silence to see how long it took. But
Bye.
I am committing to being more consistent with the word and just really hammering out content. I'm going to bring at least half the projects I have sitting kind of in limbo in a folder to life in 2019. And I have some really great plans that include videos, the website, the podcast, new shows, Patreon, and tons of things that I'm just going to totally kind of redesign and restructure and get that done in 2019. So yeah, the word 2019, make machinima great again. There you go.
Oh my god.
Sorry for the Trump reference. I
Putting up a
apologize.
firewall on YouTube.
Oh.
Suddenly my computer has a virus. What is this?
Oh my god.
It's just going bing bong, bing bong bong.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It's the sounds he
The
makes and all
word does
those.
not condone.
It's those sounds he made in like his first speech or something. He was like bing
The
bing
views
bong.
of Jazz
Yeah, he
Rich
did,
do
he
not
did.
reflect that of the Word Productions. All
What's
right.
that quote? How can the world's greatest race be racist? It was in Disenchantment. I fucking love that quote. They're like, elves are racist.
Yeah.
How can the world's greatest race be racist? That's like, yep.
Oh my god.
Elves. Goddamn elves.
All right. That's going to do it for the final episode of the year. We will be back in the new year of our Lord and Savior Leon S. Kennedy Christ.
Oh, you killed it.
In the year 2019. Have a great, happy, and safe new year, and we'll see you next year.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 As Jazz would say, brand.
Happy New Year.
Oh my god.